there is an easier way to build wealth. And when you don't have this body of knowledge is one of the main reasons why we see millions of people go through life struggling to embrace the quality of life that they know they deserve and struggling to build wealth. And let me
Gary Thompson, the sales communication professional, best-selling author and private equity investor, says, master the client conversion ladder and optimize your business success. He continues, many rising stars in business try to get from A to Z in a split second in the client conversion journey. That approach will set you up for frustration, time, money, and effort being wasted. The alphabet has 26 letters. Each letter has great significance in words formation and in human expression. The client conversion process has many steps, and when these steps are overlooked, it negatively influences your ability to attract and communicate with the ideal client. You must invest in breaking through the know, like, and trust barriers that allow you to win in business. He went on to say, the first step in your client conversion journey begins with relationships. 1. Fill the relationship gaps. 2. Leverage relationships to overcome client rejection. 3. And position your brand to stand out in the market. Gary wants you to be successful and invites you to call us today to help you master the client conversion ladder, optimize your brand recognition, and increase the cash flow of your business.
pointed very clearly in one of those reasons why you're going to struggle through life. You're going to struggle because you have the me, myself, and I mindset. All right. I repeat, you're going to struggle because you have me, myself, and I mindset. And you got to figure out how to break free from this limited mindset. It makes a lot of sense to invest your time, talent, and resources to understand more about what is collaborative economies. And the wealthiest people in the world, the smartest people in the world, they understand collaborative economies and they leverage collaborative economies to position themselves to start their 6, 7, and 9-figure brand, to position themselves to build wealth. And if you are serious about changing your circumstances and adopting a new reality and positioning yourself to attain financial greatness, you too need to follow the clues. They say success leave clues. But what clues are you following? To me, myself, and I, you have been socialized into thinking in this way. And largely because you have been given this wrong, bad socialization, you become a living example of what is bad. Let's examine exactly these two concepts. What is the me, myself, and I mindset and how it helps not help you? What is the advantage and disadvantage? And we will look at collaborative economies and how collaborative economies can help to push you forward. Now, in most cases, we have seen that the average persons, you have dreams and hopes and aspirations, and you're entitled to have those dreams and hopes and aspirations. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would want you to have some of the biggest dreams and hopes and aspirations for yourself. And if someone has a problem with that, well, you should make that their problem. All right, because you're entitled to dream big and you're entitled to take empowered and informed action to position yourself to embrace the best quality of life. But with a me, myself, and I mindset, it's not going to take you very far because there is a lot of limitation that will consume you. When we do the analysis on the average person who want to be successful, who want to build wealth, they are the lone wolf. We see many things stack up against you. For example, you have a single source of income, and that single source of income have to take care of your living expenses. And if you the guy that like recreation, it's got to take care of your recreational expenses. And what happens at the end of the day, you have very small savings or you have no savings at all. So with that type of reality, because you're a lone wolf, you are immediately placed on that paycheck to paycheck cycle. And we have millions of people all across the world that falls into this category. Before you say 1, 2, 3, they fall into that category. You owe it to yourself to be better, smarter, and wiser than those who have gone before you. Again, the reason we want to provide this quantitative information is to ensure that you are better, you're wiser, you're smarter, and you know exactly the practical steps that you can take to avoid this trap. So as a lone wolf, you have limited disposable income, and in most cases you have more days than money's in your pocket to carry you through that day. So you're not able to save, you're not able to invest, and you're not able to build wealth because you're a lone wolf. And this is some of the disadvantage that you have. The advantage might be, that you're doing things in your own terms and you're independent and you don't have to, compromise your views and your belief. But that is the type of advantage that you don't want, because that type of advantage is not really serving your best interest. You're the lone wolf. You have big dreams and hopes and aspirations, but you don't have the means of attaining that. Why? Because you are a lone wolf. And one of the things that we talk about very often, and this is how collaborative economies can help you. One of the biggest mistakes that you make is that from the time you become a young adult, you start to take on adult responsibility, meaning that you move out of mom and pop home. And from the time you move out of mom and pop home, you are subject to pay rent and light bill and all the other bills for your sustenance. And I want to say, from my perspective, that is the most foolish thing that you can do. And of course, your circumstance may differ from many other person's circumstances. Perhaps you're forced to take this course of action, but I really wish that you don't have to do that. The longer you stay with your parents and get out into the world of work and earning, and you leverage the mindset that we're talking about here, you work to earn, you earn to save, you save to invest, and you invest to build wealth. If you're able to work this body of knowledge, in a few years, you're going to be well on your way to build wealth, well on your way to build wealth. Because let us take, for example, you decide to stay with mom even before going to the collaborative economy, mom and dad, and you're working. Let us suppose that you're working for, a six-figure income. You are smart enough to give something to mom and dad so they're able to carry the house. Let us suppose you're working for $60,000 annually, and you allocate $20,000 annually to mom and dad. You perhaps, utilize 10% of that earning for your own recreation and joyful life. You don't have to think about food. You don't have to think about accommodation. Become a mom and dad got that covered. So every year you're able to save about $30,000. Every year you're able to save about $30,000. In 2 years, you have $60,000. In 4 years, you have $120,000. 4 years. And guess what? You're going to be well on your way at this stage with a solid investment advisor on your side to take that $120,000 and perhaps put it into a smart investment portfolio. It could be a Vanguard index. I say Vanguard because Vanguard gives you the spread that minimizes your risk. It could be an ETF. And again, an ETF gives you a spread that reduces your risk of exposure, reduces your exposure. Or it can be real estate portfolio that gives you an opportunity to earn multiple times. You get a tremendous head start here on your journey to build wealth because you understand our thinking when we say you work to earn, you earn to save, and you save to invest because you invest to build wealth. Understand this mindset. So there are tremendous things that you can do to position yourself to build wealth. But it begins with your mindset. It begins with your knowledge set and your ability to apply these concepts to build wealth. Now, the last concept I'm going to give, your circumstances might be different. Many persons, you don't have the mom, you don't have the dad, you don't have a supportive community that can cushion some of the realities of life, of going independent. You have the ability to form friendship, healthy, productive relationships that can have multiple positive effects for all stakeholders involved. For example, you're a male or a female, you can find a loved one and you can come to agreement that one person will cover all the bill because both of you are gainfully employed. One party will cover all the bill and the other person's income is to open a joint deposit account, a joint investment account, a joint savings account. So let us suppose both parties are actually earning $60,000 annually. What that means is at the end of that year, you have $60,000 in savings because you're using, once $60,000 to take care of both parties. You may have to cut some corners, but is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So in 2 years, you have $120,000 saved up. In 4 years, you have $240,000 $40,000 to save up. And just think about this. There's a whole lot that you can do with $240,000. You can start now to invest in smart portfolios. Again, this is not an emotional decision. You want to ensure that you have the solid information as you move towards investing your savings to now start creating that snowball of wealth creation. But I'm saying this is possible. It's possible. And this remains a combination of what I call the right education, because the right education prepares you for the world of work, but then the right education also prepares you to start building wealth. So you can position yourself to live and enjoy a better quality of life, not only for for yourself, but you now have enough savings, enough wealth generating assets, income generating assets that can serve you for a lifetime, can serve your family, your loved ones for a lifetime, your community, and for a lifetime. So I really want you to pause a bit and think about all of this. And remember, it's not only important for you to listen. You want to listen to learn. You want to learn to apply. You want to apply to master. The reality is that some people listen and never learn. Some people learn and never apply. Some people apply and never master. My biggest wish is that you put yourself in that position of strength to master each of the latter. Listen, learn, apply, master. Be blessed, and see you in the next broadcast.
Pitch Deck 101 LLC, out of New York, do more than just support our clients to pitch their businesses to investors access working capital at 0% APR. We also support our clients to grow and scale their businesses faster and cash flow optimize. Pitch Deck 101 LLC recent partnership with 10X Branding Marketing LLC and Global Capital Inc. out of the USA has enabled us to form unique partnership with multiple financial institutions, which means we can do even more to accelerate the success of our clients. Let Pitch Deck 101 LLC give you the support you need to pitch to investors, access capital, access new markets, and grow and scale your business. Contact us now on 332-235-1099 for a free consultation.